6 years of marriage. That's how long Vanessa and I had been together when everything started to unravel. We'd been trying for a baby for 3 of those years. Doctors, fertility treatments, endless disappointment. Every negative test felt like another crack in what we were building together. Then Vanessa went on a girls' trip to Miami, 5 days of reconnecting with her college friends. 2 weeks after she got back, she was pregnant. I should have been ecstatic. I was, at first. I cried. I held her. I thanked God or fate or whatever force finally answered our prayers. But then the little things started piling up. The phone that used to sit casually on the counter now had a password I didn't know. When I asked about it, she laughed it off. Privacy, Ethan. We all need some. I tried to calculate the conception date based on what the doctor said. The numbers didn't line up with when we'd been together. When I mentioned it, Vanessa's face went tight. "Are you seriously tracking my cycle like some kind of detective?" she snapped. "Just be happy we're finally having a baby." Then there was Marcus. Marcus had been my best friend since college. He was at our wedding. He'd been there through the fertility struggles, offering support, buying us dinner when things got hard. Lately, though, he'd been too supportive of Vanessa. Texting her about prenatal vitamins. Offering to help set up the nursery. Showing up when I wasn't home. "He's just being a good friend," Vanessa said when I brought it up. But good friends don't make your wife blush when they walk into a room. Every time I mentioned the baby's due date, she'd either deflect or get angry. That's when doubt started eating me alive. I couldn't take it anymore. The sleepless nights. The mental gymnastics trying to convince myself I was paranoid. I needed certainty. One evening, after dinner, I sat across from Vanessa at our kitchen table. My hands were shaking, but I kept my voice steady. "Vanessa, I want us to do a DNA test when the baby's born." The color drained from her face, then rushed back red hot. "What did you just say?" "It's not about trust," I said carefully. "It's just, for peace of mind. With everything we've been through. Peace of mind." She stood up so fast her chair scraped against the floor. "You think I cheated on you? After everything I've done for this marriage? For you?" Tears welled in her eyes. Her voice cracked with manufactured hurt. "I can't believe you'd even suggest that. Do you know how that makes me feel? Like I'm some kind of," she choked on a sob. "I won't let you humiliate me like this, Ethan." I tried to stay calm. "It's just a test." "No." Her voice went ice cold. "DNA test or our marriage? You choose." She stood there, arms crossed, tears streaming down her face, weaponizing every ounce of guilt she could manufacture. She wanted me to feel ashamed for doubting her. And for a moment, it worked. I apologized. I told her I was just scared. That the pregnancy felt too good to be true after so many failures. She softened, came to me, held my face in her hands. "I love you, Ethan. This baby is ours. Don't ruin this with paranoia." I nodded. I smiled. I pretended to believe her. But I didn't. 7 months later, our son was born. Vanessa named him Julian. He was perfect, 10 fingers, 10 toes, a full head of dark hair. Dark hair. I'm blonde. Vanessa's a redhead. I waited 2 weeks. Then, during a diaper change when Vanessa was sleeping, I carefully collected a few strands of Julian's hair and sealed them in a small envelope. I sent them to a private lab along with my own DNA sample. The results came back in 5 days. Probability of paternity, 0%. I stared at the paper for an hour. My hands didn't shake. I didn't cry. I just felt empty. Then I did something I never thought I'd do. I contacted the lab again and asked if they could run a comparison against another sample, Marcus's DNA. I told them I'd get it somehow. It took another week. I invited Marcus over for a drink, made sure he used a specific glass, and sent it in after he left. 99.97% match. My best friend. The man who stood beside me at my wedding. The man I trusted with everything. He was Julian's father. I didn't confront them. Not yet. Instead, I played the perfect husband. I bought Vanessa flowers. I cooked dinner. I smiled at Marcus when he came over, even offered him a beer. I watched them exchange nervous glances, saw the relief wash over Vanessa's face when she realized I suspected nothing. But behind the scenes, I was building a case. I hired a private investigator. Within 2 weeks, I had everything. Photos of Vanessa and Marcus at a hotel during her girls' trip. Text messages that made my stomach turn. Receipts showing Marcus had paid for the room using his corporate card. I consulted a lawyer. Quietly filed for divorce. Got my financial affairs in order, discovered Vanessa had been using my business account to fund her little escapes with Marcus. My lawyer helped me reclaim every cent, legally. Then I planned the party. Just a small gathering, I told Vanessa. To celebrate Julian. Family and close friends. She loved the idea. Marcus and his wife, Diane, were at the top of the guest list, of course. The day arrived. Our living room filled with people, my parents, Vanessa's sister, a handful of friends. Marcus stood near the kitchen, drink in hand, laughing at someone's joke. Diane held Julian, cooing at him. I clinked my glass to get everyone's attention. Thank you all for coming, I said, my voice steady. It means the world to us to have you here to celebrate this blessing. Vanessa and I struggled for so long to have a child, and now, here he is. Vanessa smiled at me from across the room, her eyes soft. Before we toast, I continued, I just want to thank my wife for the miracle she brought into our lives. I paused, watching her glow with pride. And I'd also like to thank Marcus. The room went quiet. Marcus's smile faltered. Because apparently, I couldn't have done it without him. I pressed a button on my phone. The TV screen behind me lit up, displaying the DNA results in large, undeniable print. Ethan Collins, 0% match. Marcus Rivera, 99.97% match. Vanessa's face went white. Her mouth opened, but no sound came out. Marcus dropped his glass. It shattered on the hardwood floor. Diane gasped, stumbling backward. What is this? That, I said calmly, is the truth. Vanessa found her voice. Ethan, please, this isn't. It is, I said. And everyone here deserves to know. Diane started sobbing. Vanessa's sister covered her mouth in shock. My mother just stared at Vanessa like she was a stranger. Marcus tried to speak. Man, Don't, I said quietly. Just don't. I walked to the door, grabbed my coat, and turned back one last time. Divorce papers will be served Monday. The house is in my name, I've already had the locks changed. You have until tomorrow to get your things. Vanessa ran toward me, tears streaming. Ethan, please. We can fix this. I made a mistake. You said it was the DNA test or our marriage, I said, my voice steady and cold. I chose the test. And I'm glad I did. I walked out. Didn't look back. The sound of Vanessa's sobs and the erupting chaos faded behind me as I stepped into the night air. For the first time in months, I felt free. 3 weeks later, I was sitting in my new office, relocated, reorganized, reclaimed. The divorce was moving swiftly. Vanessa had no ground to stand on. Marcus's wife had already filed for divorce too. I'd heard through mutual friends that Vanessa had been staying with her sister, unable to afford rent after I'd frozen our joint accounts and reclaimed what was legally mine. Then one afternoon, my assistant buzzed me. "Sir, there's a Vanessa Collins here to see you. She doesn't have an appointment." I considered turning her away. But curiosity got the better of me. "Send her in." She walked into my office looking small. Her hair was unwashed, pulled into a messy ponytail. Dark circles shadowed her eyes. She stood in front of my desk, wringing her hands. "Ethan," she whispered. "Please. I'm so sorry. I made a terrible mistake. I was confused, I was scared. Please, we can fix this. For Julian." I looked at her for a long moment. No anger. No sadness. Just nothing. "Julian deserves better than a mother who lies and a father who isn't his father," I said evenly. "Marcus can step up now. That's his job." "I don't love Marcus," she said desperately. "I love you." I stood, walked around my desk, and stopped a few feet from her. "I already forgave you, Vanessa," I said quietly. Her face lit up with hope. "I just didn't forget." The hope died. I walked past her, opened the door, and waited. She stood there for another moment, tears streaming down her face. Then, finally, she left. I closed the door behind her and got back to work.